A man walks into court believing his lawyer made his tickets disappear, only to learn the hard way that dismissed doesn't always mean what you think. Two unpaid citations have spiraled into license suspension, a collection agency maze, and a judge now deciding how much mercy $196 buys. This is Thurston County District Court, where traffic court reveals how easily the system outpaces the people caught in it.
So, Mr. Dewey, you have two tickets with us. You have a speeding ticket from January of 2025 that's sitting at a total of $196, and a ticket from March of 2025 for wrong way and freeway that's sitting at $432. I will tell you.
Here's the trap Mr. Dua walked into. Criminal charges and traffic infractions often travel together but live separately. When his lawyer got the criminal driving suspended charge dismissed, that victory never touched the speeding ticket attached to the same stop. Traffic courts operate on parallel tracks. Your criminal defense attorney has no standing in the civil fine system unless you hire them for both. The dismissed phone call meant one battle won, not the war.
That between those two tickets, you are eligible. Oh, actually, you're not. You did a deferral in Pierce County in 2020, unfortunately. So we'll start with the ticket from 2020. Have you read the officer's reports on any of these?
I don't remember. I'm having a speed ticket. I remember I have the one that you just mentioned, in 400 and something, but I don't remember having another speed ticket on January.
Yeah, speeding ticket was from January 25th at 2 in the afternoon. And the officer indicates, yeah, go ahead.
That one, I came to the court, and then my license was just insurance. They told me that they're going to waive it off once I'm able to get they asked me to get like SR22 insurance, which I did, and they've been waived off. So that case is gone. Which they gave me 3 months to pay it off.
Okay, so what happened is on January 25th of 2025, you had a driving suspended charge, that's a criminal charge, and then you had the traffic ticket. On the driving suspended charge, that ticket was that criminal charge was dismissed. However, speeding ticket that was associated with that. So the speeding ticket was not dismissed.
Okay, is there a way that I can you reduce the price for me right now so I can pay it today?
Yep, I can. And the ticket is $196. If you're going to pay it.
All right, let me get my card.
So, and then you also have a ticket for going the wrong way on the freeway ticket. And let me look there.
No, I think what is going on here? That one is the one that that's the last one I got when I appeared on the court, and they told me that they are going to waive it. So which one how many tickets do I have right now? Because I'm confused.
Okay. All right. You have two tickets. You have one from January of 2025 and one from March of 2025. And it looks like the same thing happened at both tickets, which is the criminal matter got dismissed and the traffic ticket that was associated with it, and I'm just checking now to make sure I'm correct about that. Yeah,
They had me take some of my insurance to the license office, and then later on I had a call from the lawyer, told me that my case had been dismissed.
Yeah, so you had the lawyer on the criminal charges. The lawyer cannot represent you on the speeding tickets. So the lawyer was telling you that the criminal charge was dismissed, but that doesn't impact the either the speeding ticket or the wrong way on the freeway ticket. It just impacts the driving suspended charge.
I was not on the wrong way. I was kind of like I was in the I was trying to merge into the freeway, and all I saw was he pulled me over, and I didn't wanna argue with the police because he's doing his job. So I didn't see nothing wrong with what I was doing. I was just trying to. It was even it was a Sunday, and it wasn't that it was a traffic. There was too many cars on the evening, so the freeway was kind of like even like empty. So I didn't see what I did wrong, and then he pulled me over, and I didn't want to talk back because he's just doing his job.
Right. So I'm reading that report now. The officer indicates that you crossed what's called the gore point, and the gore point solid white lines that they use to regulate traffic that's both entering and leaving I-5. And you're not allowed to cross between those two solid white lines. And that's what you were cited for, was crossing in front of, the officer saw you cross through the gore point. And that's what the ticket is. The ticket says wrong way on the freeway, but that's how they wrong way in the gore point. You cannot cross the gore point. So you have one ticket for speeding, one ticket for improper crossing of the gore point, and I'll reduce each to $100.
Right now, I'm laid off, which I'm trying to find another job.
Okay,
I laid off
sit
my
tight.
job.
Yeah, so you can also work it off in community service. That would be 10 hours of community service, 5 hours for each ticket. You want to do that?
So how many tickets do I have right now?
You have 2 tickets. And I'm telling you on each ticket for a total of 10 hours of community service. And that will take care of both tickets.
Okay. Then I will come in, because right now I'm just nothing. Then I'll come and do the community job.
Yeah, community service is, you can do it at any nonprofit agency, a church, a Salvation Army, Habitat for Humanity, any place where you can do community service. You have to get a form from the court to take to the people where you do community service. They fill it out, and then you get it back to the court, so we know you did that.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So I'll give you 2 months to get that 10 hours. If you want
Okay.
to take advantage of community service, you'll have to get that done in the next 2 months.
Okay. So where can I get the forms?
The judge here is exercising classic judicial discretion, reducing fines and offering community service as an alternative to cash payment. This flexibility exists because traffic courts handle high volumes of cases involving people with wildly different financial circumstances. The gore point violation itself is interesting. It's a specific traffic engineering term for those triangular areas between highway lanes, and crossing one carries the same penalty as driving the wrong way because both create identical dangers of head-on collision.
End of the court. Oh, okay. That's a big calendar, they'll say.
This was Mr. Guzman. I thought you said 300.
The judge reduced both tickets, speeding and improper gore point crossing, from their original amounts to $100 each, then converted the entire $200 obligation into 10 hours of community service. The defendant has 60 days to complete the hours at any nonprofit organization, submit the signed court form, and satisfy both citations without paying $1. Courts don't exist to punish poverty. They exist to enforce law while preserving dignity. When a judge hears "I'm laid off" and responds with "work it off" instead, that's justice remembering its humanity. Subscribe for more real courtroom moments that show how law actually works.